Good afternoon, everyone. It's June 12th, 2019. I'm Eric. I'm here at the Free Thought Project. I'm naming names. McAfee vows to expose corrupt U.S. officials and CIA agents in massive leak. This guy's got some major balls, I'll tell you that. Major balls. So, John McAfee has threatened to bury the U.S. government if they keep harassing him over unpaid taxes, promising to leak huge amount of files proving corruption throughout Washington and its allies. Now, I hate to break it to Mr. McAfee, but the American people simply don't fucking care if they have pedophiles in their churches, if they have corrupt pedophiles in their mayor's office, or their governor's office, or their senator seats, or any of them. They don't give a shit. Well, it'd be nice to see some of the information and names. It would do very little good for Mr. McAfee. He goes on to say that he's collected files on corruption in governments. For the first time, I'm naming names and specifics. McAfee warned in a string of tweets stretching back to Sunday, vowing to release over 31 terabytes of incriminating data to the press if arrested or otherwise disappeared. Well, here's the thing. The press don't give a shit either. They're part of the corruption. I don't doubt that John McAfee is extremely smart. I don't doubt that he's very wealthy. But I think, and as nice as it is to see one of these super wealthy people stand up and push back against the government, the people of this country and the press, they just don't give a shit. And that's why his leaking these 31 terabytes of incriminating data to the press is a bad idea, because they won't expose any of it. Okay, let me vowing to release over 31 terabytes of incriminating data to the press if arrested or otherwise disappeared. He posted the names of a corrupt CIA agent and 2 Bahrain officers, along with claims they'd taken bribes and been involved with drug trafficking, apparently to show he was not bluffing. And one of those agents, I believe, I could be mistaken, so I'm not going to even say that. Never mind. He tweeted out, for my followers, my recent tweets are less for you than they are for my pursuers. They are shots across the bow. Leave me the fuck alone, or go down with the corruption you have embraced, because I will fucking bury you if you continue. Doubt me at your own fucking risk. And it sounds like he has a mouth just like mine. So he's promised to release the names of 25 congressmen and 5 senators from both parties who are coming up for re-election in 2020 and who must be recalled And if that fails, booted out of office on election day. And he did this Friday. Let's see here. Will this play?
Speaking out
Oh man, look at this shit.
against governments is a dangerous
I hate it when the clips don't play.
occupation and makes many enemies. I've been doing this my entire life.
Well, sorry about that, folks. It's just gonna lag and be shitty. So there's that. We don't even have internet fast enough to stream these videos. Ain't that a bitch? I pay a good chunk of money to Charter every month, and it's not even fast enough to stream a simple tweet or Twitter video. Anyway, he goes on to say that he's not implying that our entire government is corrupt. I am saying that it is corrupt to the point that no one is untouched by it. And that's a very, very good way of putting it. While every individual in the government may not be corrupt, there is enough of them that it still touches everybody. It still affects you. So he says that the Department of Justice was cooking up a murder, racketeering, and money laundering charges against him in the hope of extraditing him from the Bahamas and locking him up for tax evasion. McAfee pointed out that the last attempt at framing him when authorities in Belize raided his home and charged him with running a drug operation that failed. He says that the U.S. government has never faced a foe like me before, promising to suffer this onslaught no longer. Robert Steele, I'm not even sure who that is. The name sounds familiar. If it's the, yeah, exactly. A clip of a conversation this afternoon between ex-CIA station head Robert David Steele and myself. If anyone doubts my dark mood, please read this. So, I mean, he might be telling the truth. Probably is telling the truth. So anyway, somebody that's really, really rich and definitely on the outside, but this individual is self-made. He's not like Donald Trump, or a lot of the rest of the really rich guys out there, where they either inherited money from their parents, got money from their parents, or got shit tons of money lent to them and used it to create buildings and things like that. He came up with a antivirus software and it became successful. Big difference between a self-made, I don't know if he's a billionaire or not, but multi-millionaire nonetheless, and somebody who got all that shit handed to them on a silver platter. The programmer who made millions off his McAfee antivirus software and later made millions more off Bitcoin admitted in January that he hasn't filed his income taxes in 8 years and gave several reasons for not doing so, including I'm not done making money, and the always popular taxation is illegal. Well, it is theft, that's for sure, and the income tax law has never been ratified by Congress or anybody else for that matter. I'm sure you're aware that there are at least two former IRS agents who quit or was pushed out because they were investigating whether there was an actual law and found nothing. He announced in January that he was running for president in exile on a platform promoting the use of cryptocurrencies. Currently living abroad, a yacht in the Caribbean he has called Freedom Boat. He claimed he would use masked doppelgangers to campaign in the U.S., whatever the fuck that means. So, it's a great thing that this dude is pushing back against the pigs in government.
His beliefs, the United States.
Yeah, it's not going to play. All right. I guess I'll wrap it up there. If you like my content, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share. If I'm worthy of your spare dollars, PayPal link is below, and there are 2 Discord links as well, so that you may chat with like-minded people. Till next time, kill the state, live free.